Hello everyone, this is INS Everett, and today I'm going to be showing you just a brief overview of what I do in order to upload a video to YouTube. It's really quick, it's under 10 minutes. I kind of went through and just showed the basics of what I do, of cutting down videos, putting them together, throwing an intro, and then just the conversion process into YouTube and then uploading it to YouTube and what I do there. So let's get started with this video. So what's going on here is, the first thing first, I always drop in my base video. Not always is it going to be my intro. It's usually going to be something like my first set of videos, because that's usually the file type I want to be, the file size that I want it to be. So if it's 720p, it starts out 720p and that's what it stays. So in this case, I'm just scrolling through, deleting the parts I don't want. Luckily in this case, I didn't have to do much editing. I just had to make the speed a little bit quicker, because in my i7-6700K overclock video, it was very much, I needed a little bit of editing. Let's just say that. There's 3 hours of video that I did, and obviously it worked out. I edited it down to under 10 eventually is what I think it came out to, is just under 10, because I go in and edit some more. But here I'm putting in my intro and just both my intros, and so I was cutting it down and making it proper. I actually end up not liking this intro and I delete it, so I have to I re-record a new one, insert that one, and so on and so forth. I mean, you see me doing that right here. I'm like, okay, didn't like it, let's move on. Now this happens all the time. If you ever have this problem, you can always go back and re-record whatever you need to do. That's why I usually do my intros and my outros separate, so that I can just go in and change them if I absolutely have to. But in this case, I cut it and then I went in and just pulled everything together, and then I export it. Now in this case, I'm kind of I scrub through and make sure that it's all to my liking. I actually go in and delete probably about another minute or two of video, but then I drag in music and try to get the audio properly done. This case, I did a lot of music in this video, so I had to do some minor editing. I had to make the audio sound lesser, and I had to cut out portions of the audio, and then right here you see me cutting it, and then I go in and use a thing called constant power so that it doesn't just, drop off or drop right into my tutorial, so it drops off slowly. It's kind of a nice little feature that Adobe came with. But I then finished all my audio. I went and recorded my sound and dragged and dropped that and did some editing there. And now I'm exporting it and saving it. So it's a lot of making sure your files are set up properly and sound good and all that kind of stuff, dragging and dropping and cutting. So in that case, I was just making sure that all my settings were 1920 by 1080 at 60 FPS. And it takes about 10 minutes to do a video that's about 10 minutes long. So 10 minutes, that's weird. It takes about 8 minutes to do a 10-minute video. But I spent probably 2 or 3 hours editing. In this case, I watched the video, made sure it was no problems. I went to go upload. Forgot that I had to use Handbrake and see if it would actually lessen the file size, and it did. Dropped 200 megabytes. But I set up Handbrake and do my normal. I'll have links to all these programs and stuff, and I'll have a link to a different video editor that will let you use it for free. I've never used it before, but I've had some people suggest it. They said it's pretty good. So, but in this case, I'm just like, oh, Handbrake worked, and I drag it out, and I'm like, oh, i7, there we go, final, I'm done. It looks good. I drag and drop it in. I mean, it dropped 200 megabytes is what I'm showing you there. It's kind of cool that it does that. So, this is a how-to video. I go in and I name it. And after I name it, I put in a description. And after I put in the description, and that's when I start linking you guys to all the different things. So I put in whatever I'm using. So in this case, I actually use several programs. And some of them I can't link you to because, like games I can't, but like Cinebench R15, you can go get that. So I link that in there from their website. I just go and look it up and give it to you guys. And then I actually go and find 3D Mark and give you guys that link. I don't know if they even have a free, I'm pretty sure they have a free version, but it's not that great, but it works. And then you also have, I also put in there Civilization 6, which you have to buy. So even though I can't link you to it, I mean, I could link you to a website, but I'm not going to do that because then you're going to think I'm trying to get you to buy stuff. And then I link our Discord chat if you guys ever want to come over to that. I probably do that in this description as well. But then I put in my tags, and now I go look for a photo that I can use as a thumbnail. And I usually do some minor editing to it. In this case, I use GIMP to do minor editing. It's a little easier for some people. I mean, it may look complicated at first, but when you go from this to something like Photoshop, this is a lot easier. Because it's just all right in front of you. Photoshop is kind of hidden behind some files and tags and stuff. So I do some minor editing. Takes about 10 minutes to do some minor editing to the photo just to make it look nice, and then I upload it. I mean, while this is all going on, I'm waiting for my video to be uploaded and processed. So, I mean, in this case, it's not hurting time-wise. I'm doing something productive while I'm waiting for my video to upload. So I just do some, like, I click Control-Z a lot in this program because I mess up a lot, and then I forget, oh yeah, that doesn't work, and I have to go in and click Select None, and I have to do a bunch of stuff. But when it's done, I just saved it over the original file, and then I just went in and I guess I went in and uploaded it to the thumbnail. But yeah, that's just the typical process of going through and editing videos. Once you click publish, it's put online. I mean, if you have it private, it's private. If it's public, it's public. But that's up to you guys how you want to do that. But once you click that publish, you're up and going.
Thank you for watching this video on basic video editing and uploading to YouTube. I will have links in the description to all the programs that I used, and including some free ones that you can use. I will also have a information card in the corner leading you to other tutorials to help you get your YouTube channel started. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to leave a comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next tutorial.